Here are the two most powerful manifestation techniques that I've ever learned or come across on this planet Earth. Things that you probably might have not heard of, probably did not hear of, and would be surprised to know that these techniques, these tools are actually going to help you to manifest the things that you want in your life or the world that you want. Here we go. Starting with number one is following the five moral precepts as taught by the Buddha. What are the five moral precepts? Is do not kill living beings, do not steal from others, do not lie, do not misuse your sexuality, and do not intoxicate your mind. This is a perfect formula for living well on this planet Earth. Show me one example of somebody breaking these five moral precepts and living a healthy, happy, joyful state of mind life. Oh, what about the hunters that are hunting for their food and they're happy? They appear to be happy because on their podcast they're smiling. No, no. You look at a person's energy that's been hunting or hurting living beings, it's like that person is dark, just dark energy. Just no prana, no life. That's an impossibility of you being happy. I've experimented with all of this. I've went out and injured living beings and did other things. I went fishing at some point, and after doing this, I realized this is just impossible. It's impossible to destroy the bodies of living beings and think you're going to be happy and joyful and free. No, it's not going to happen. If the time comes for it and you absolutely must take somebody else's life or something else's life, okay, go ahead. If you're in a survival situation, go and hunt, go and fish, go and do whatever you like. But living in this beautiful planet Earth that we live in right now, you don't have to do any of that. You can go to the grocery store and buy whatever fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes you want and eat as much as you want. So these five things, these five moral precepts, it encompasses the perfect formula for an ethical way of life, which is to say, you're going to avoid pain in your life or in this life. Hey, if you want pain, if you want to experience pain, the fastest way is to kill, probably that's a good one, steal from others, lie, misuse your sexuality, and intoxicate your mind. The last one is quite tricky. You do these things, guaranteed you're going to be full of pain and misery. It's just like a mathematical fact. It's impossible any other way. The laws of physics do not work that way. I'm sorry to tell you that the physics, if you cause something in motion, the effect is going to be there. So if you kill living beings, you think you're going to be what? Impenetrable to that action? No, you're going to reap the consequences right then and there. Your own psyche changes. Your own mind changes. Your own heart changes. Your own energy changes. You can't get away with it. I'm really sorry, okay? I wish it was true. I wish you could go to war and you can go hunt and you can destroy living beings' lives and kill and murder and steal and rape and lie and consume all sorts of intoxicants and be fine and dandy. Unfortunately, the laws of nature don't permit that. So too bad, so sad for you. If you think you're going to get away with that, you're not going to get away with that. How does this relate to you manifesting things you want? How is it going to help you to change your world? Well, my friends, it's very easy, because if you don't do these things, if you avoid doing these things, you're going to be much more peaceful. Your heart is going to be much more relaxed. And your whole overall energy system is going to become much more imbalanced and in tune with life. Then, when you want something in quotes or something needs to happen, there's no friction, there's no barrier, there's no bad karma, there's no bad jujubes that you've set in motion because you're an ignorant fool. Hey, why don't I just go kill this mosquito? Ew, mosquito, get away from me. I have the right to kill and I'm going to go hunt for my food. If you go hunt for your food, oh my God. I watch Joe Rogan's podcast. Joe Rogan himself and all the meat eater friends that he has, the people that kill animals. I'm looking at their energy. It's like, oh my God, you're basically in the caveman days still. Like, you can't see it, but it's just nothing there. It's just darkness. Dark and red. That's just how I see it. So if you think we're going to get that person, okay, you're hunting, very, very good job. You're eating dead, suffering animal body parts. Oh, wow, amazing. Let's go sit you down on a meditation seat for 1 hour. Let's see if you can just, the very basic, sit down, close your eyes, and don't move your body for 1 hour. Can you do that? Impossible. You would be so agitated. You would be agitated as shit. Do you know why? Because hurting other living beings, it automatically hurt yourself. And that hurt doesn't go away. It still haunts you. And if you don't know how to deal with that, the more impressions that come upon you through your everyday living, it piles on, layer after layer after layer. So the deepest wounding actions you've done, they're still inside of you. They're still making you suffer. They're still making you miserable. How do you avoid piling on more? You don't kill, you don't steal, you don't lie, you don't misuse your sexual energy, and you don't intoxicate your mind. This is a perfect formula. Try adding something or try taking something away. Okay, I'll wait. Da, 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 da. Oops, you can't do it. Sorry, you can't do it. Because the Buddha in his infinite wisdom gave moral precepts. These are moral precepts. These are rules, external rules, not internal rules. If you follow them like a military soldier follows the rules of the battalion, you're going to get really good results. How do I know this? I know this from direct experience. I'm speaking from direct experience, looking at my entire life, how I am internally, how my characteristics are, and what I have in my external world, which is a lot. I'm very favorable, born in a first world country, affluent, healthy body, healthy mind, material abundance, access to resources, knowledgeable in so many things, communication, friends, everything. Okay, my life is going good, and it's continuously going better. Why? What is the source of this? Because, my friends, I have known this from a very early age. This is what gave me the confidence to do these things, the 5 moral precepts. It's because of these things, the 5 moral precepts. This is 80% of the results that I have, is what I'm trying to say, is as a result of the following the 5 moral precepts, or not engaging in a harmful way to life. Because if I were to not do these things, if I were to throw away these training rules away and go and drink and smoke and lie and steal and misuse my sexual energy and intoxicate and kill other living beings, things would not look too good for me. And just energetically, you'd be able to see. That's the first thing that goes. Your own psyche, your own mind, your own energy. And then the physical consequences would reap the results. So when I found this out at 19 years of age, that's enough. That's pretty much, I've talked enough about that. Let me just finish this by saying that when I first discovered this, I followed this pretty much to a T. I realized how valuable this is. I realized that not doing these things, simply avoiding doing these things, it's like you're automatically building your own light and you're not damaging yourself. You do these things, you'll damage yourself. I'm not interested in damaging myself. And it's not something you have to strive hard. Oh, I'm just not going to kill a mosquito, or I'm not going to kill an ant or a butterfly or a fly, or I'm not going to steal from this person. I'm not going to lie. Like, lying is useless. There are advantages to lying, but lying always comes from fear. Oh, I'm not going to lie to these people. I'm not going to misuse my sexuality, meaning doing immoral things with my sexual nature, my energy, and intoxicating my mind. I just don't do these things. It's not some hard thing I have to climb some mountain. I just relinquish that. I don't need that anymore. So I don't do it. And naturally, my heart becomes more peaceful, more calm, more purified. That's exactly what you want. So all the things that I have stem from this. So if you want to manifest your life, you want to manifest your reality, you just stop doing these 5 things. The most nefarious one, the most difficult one is lying, because lying is so easy and it has such powerful consequences. You think you just lie here and there? Oh, I'm just going to lie. And oh my God, wow, I just got exactly what I wanted because I deceived somebody else. Nobody. You're deceiving yourself first and foremost. If you care about the truth, you think you're going to deceive yourself and get away with it? No, it's not going to work out for you, okay? Promise you. You're going to deceive your own mind. You're going to tie knots around your mind. You're going to be confused more. And you're hurting another person by deceiving them from the truth into lies. So you're doing double the damage. And whatever consequences that results in, that has magnified effects into the future. So 5, 10, 15 years from now, that action that you've sown for yourself will reap the benefits. It reaps the benefits here and now, and also for a long time until the karma gets exhausted or extinguished. So don't do this. Don't create things out of lies. Even if you think, oh, if I lie, I'll get $1 million. Wow, $1 million. Buddy, you just sown the wrong fruit. You want apples, but you put bitter fruit, whatever the most bitter fruit in the world is. I'm going to get some juicy fruit, but you planted a bitter fruit. You think you're going to eat bitter fruit, so it's going to taste good? No, it's not going to taste good. So make sure you plant the right seeds, even if it means that not getting $1 million. That's not your $1 million to get in the first place if you're going to lie about it. Don't lie. Every single time I've lied, I've always relinquished it. Like, I remember, like 23 years old or something, I went to the shoe store and I wore shoes, and then I realized they're too big for me, and I went back to the store and I said, hey, these shoes are they're not right for me. And they're like, did you wear them? No, I didn't. I lied. And that bothered me. For 2 weeks, it bothered me. I'm like, I can't handle this anymore. I contacted the company and said, hey, you take the shoes away or I'll refund you the money or something because I wore the shoes and I feel bad about it. Anyways, so don't do this. If you want to manifest your reality, just don't do these things. It's not some little manifestation technique. Close your eyes and write it out. That's so easy. You don't have to write anything down. You write things down with your energy, with your mind. It goes out and it writes. The paper is the universe. You don't have to write anything down. And the second most nefarious one, ending off here, is that intoxicating your mind. I also thought this was a mistake by the Buddha's part. Or maybe it's like, it's not a big deal. You just intoxicate your mind. It's natural. There are natural plants there. No. What you're doing is you're taking another consciousness into yourself, whether that be fancy portobello mushrooms or fancy little plants that you inhale, or some car exhaust fuel or whatever you're drinking, alcohol they call it. It belongs in a car's engine, but you're putting it inside your body. No, thanks. So it all clouds your mind, it all pollutes your mind, it all takes you away from sobriety, which is just a natural, perfect, most amazing thing. Yesterday I was sitting here and meditating, I closed my eyes and I was like microdosing on something. That's my internal experience. And you can get to that state by not doing anything, by not taking any little pills or whatever you're taking. You can just get that naturally. And if you do this naturally, you don't have to go and buy something and then ingest it and have the consequences, have the withdrawal or the damaging effects afterwards. You don't need any of that. You can do this naturally, and you can do this 10 times more powerfully naturally than with any little pill you pop. It takes you away from sobriety. It takes you away from your natural state of mind. Like, it's just nature created you this way. It steers you away from that and pollutes your mind. It clouds your mind, and it's just not good. Take this upon faith. If I'm not explaining this to you adequately, just don't drink, don't do drugs, don't do anything that is remotely along these lines, and you're going to be very happy. I promise you that. And learn how to make your own mind into a profound experience, because that's ultimately what you're looking for with drugs or nicotine or alcohol. You're looking for profoundness. You're looking for some part of you to be dissolved and liberated, and for you to be boundless. Well, you can do this without any of that. You don't need any of that shit. So just stop smoking that shit and you'll be fine. Okay. So leaving off the 5 moral precepts, that's one thing that you can do to manifest your reality. What's the second thing you can do? Second thing you can do is stop eating meat. That's funny, they call it meat. Suffering dead body parts, murdered, decapitated animals that have their limbs ripped open, and here your body parts in a plastic bag. Here, go enjoy it and eat it. Put it in your body. Oh, disgusting. When I was in high school, there was a girl that was a vegetarian. And I thought, oh my God, that's like rare. She was the only one in the entire 1,200 people that were in the high school that was a vegetarian. And then one person dared her to eat some hot dog or something, and they paid her to do it. And I watched this as it happened. And she ate it, she chewed it and swallowed it, and then she puked. I'm like, wow. I whatever my rationality was, that didn't really matter. But my experience of that, like, oh my God, wow, this is significant. I don't know what I just saw, but this is significant because, like, it's not like she's eating some, I don't know, dirt off the floor. She's eating food, in quotes. But it always stuck with me. And now I realize why. Because it's disgusting. It's absolutely repulsive and disgusting. There's no way I'm going to go eat a pepperoni pizza or some hot dog or hamburger without, at the very least, experience some serious cognitive dissonance. Is it because I'm vegan and I've identified myself as vegan? No, buddy. You're eating rotting dead body parts. Like, hey, I'm eating a freaking chicken's leg that was ripped open from it and it was killed for this. And it suffered miserably, and I'm eating its leg. Like, what am I doing? Is my senses okay? Am I okay in the brain? What happened to my noodles? What happened to my noodles? Are my noodles okay? Meaning my brain? Oh, they're not okay? Well, obviously, because I'm eating a rotting dead corpse. No. As a human being, you don't need to eat all that shit. You don't need to eat animals' body parts. Like, you don't need to. You can. It processes just fine. For some people, if you're confused and ignorant, and if you want to feed your ignorance and fuel your ignorance, you go ahead and eat meat. That's just the natural thing to do. You're not gonna get away with pursuing deeper states of spirituality at the same time consuming meat. It's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry to tell you. Either you're some super serious Superman, and you're gonna carry 10 pounds or 20 pounds or 30 pounds worth of weights climbing this mountain, like, wow, you're unnecessarily burdening yourself like, oh my God, we're all gonna praise you. No, you're freaking confused, buddy. You're a doofus. What are you doing, bozo? So don't do that. Don't unnecessarily make your life more difficult. Just eat plants. Don't eat animals. It's gonna take a while for your body to start readjusting itself because you've been what's the word? You have been doing this, habitually eating animals, suffering dead body parts for such a long time that it's going to take a long time, or it's going to take a while for you to adjust and eat plants naturally and not animals. So the sun is going down now. The energy just shifted, and I feel less fire in this video. So now I have to kind of settle down and talk more from the Akash space. So how does this relate to you manifesting the things that you want? Because, my friends, you have to sacrifice eating dead, suffering animal, dead body parts. And if you think that nature or the planet Earth is going to help you in alignment with your goals, if you have goals, I want to make a car, at the same time, you're dragging life back to such an extent that you're paying other animals to be murdered on your behalf and then eating their rotting corpses, and you think everything's going to be fine and dandy and jolly, wrong answer. Okay, wrong. See you next time. You're getting kicked off the show. That's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna work that way. You have to sacrifice this. If you sacrifice this, your body is gonna become again naturally more pure. More energy is gonna return to your body. You're gonna become more refined. Your energy system is gonna become a nice circle or an ellipsoid, a lingam. And then your ability to move energy and use energy and manifest the things that you want is going to become greatly enhanced. I promise you, trust me. So these two things you have to do. Follow the 5 moral precepts and not eat dead, suffering animal body part corpses. So if you do these things, everything's going to be fine and dandy for you. If you don't do these things, you're going to continue living exactly the way that you're living. And you investigate your life and your mind how it is. You're not going to get away with breaking the 5 moral precepts and being happy. Okay, I'm willing to bet my entire life and my entire everything on that. Sorry, okay, physics don't work that way. Sorry, you jump up, you're gonna go down. Why? Because that's just the physical laws of nature. You go and hurt others, you think you're not gonna be hurt? All right, buddy, you go try it. You go try it. Maybe you're gonna be the first one in human history on the universal. You're gonna be the first thing in the universe that breaks the laws of nature. Okay, I really want you to try. No, don't try. Be a good little boy, be a good moral person, and you're going to understand the consequences if you do this properly for a year. So I challenge you, 2025 is the year of destruction. You don't want to be destroyed? Of course you don't. Follow the 5 moral precepts. This is going to keep you safe. You know what else is going to keep you safe? Not eating suffering dead body parts, because nature doesn't want that to happen. Life doesn't want that. The earth, you think the earth is like, oh yeah, 100 billion animals getting their throats slashed every year? Oh, fantastic. More of that, please. No. So if you're contributing to that, buddy, you're a flea on the earth. The earth is going to flick you off and get out of here. I don't want you anymore. Don't do that. Be in alignment with the laws of nature, or with nature as a whole. Nature doesn't want this, buddy. If you're doing this, you're slowing yourself down. Big time. Big. Go eat some fruits like I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be eating some mangoes today. I bought some mangoes from Costco, and I'm proud to say they're as good as mangoes from Nepal, which was just the best mangoes I've ever had, or India, the best mangoes I've ever had. The soil is strong and rich there still, so I bought the mangoes from Peru. The Peru mangoes are very good, as good as India and Nepal. So go buy yourself some fruits. If you're complaining about malnutrition, go eat some fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes. Stop eating dead, suffering animal body parts. Okay. And stop complaining that you can't eat fruits because the strength has gone away, so you have to eat animals' corpses. No, you don't. Okay. You don't have to eat body parts. You're not doing yourself any spiritual advantages here, I promise you. So that's it. That's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Visit my website, shivakailash.com. Buy yourself a third eye crystal. Why? Because this will help you to awaken your third eye energies. This is what it looks like. You don't open it up. It's covered in cotton cloth and it's wrapped around. Sorry, it's very... yeah. It's only $45. And shipping is included, or it's free shipping. I highly suggest this. I highly recommend this. What you do is you place it somewhere next to your bedroom or bed, and you don't touch it. Make sure you can place it in a place that you don't have to touch it again. So if I were to place it here, and if I was sleeping somewhere here, that's it. You don't touch it for a long time, a few weeks at least. Then the energy will grow, and it will open your little gland here. How does this work? How is this magic? Yes, it is magic. No, it's not magic. It's just energy. I promise you, if you want your pineal gland to work properly and function better, and for you to be adjusted more into life, and this to help you out, it will help you out. And $45 is a very fair price. So I'll ship it out to you anywhere in the world for free of charge. And that's it. If you want your third eye to open, you buy this. And yeah, get whatever else you want on my website. You should get my online virtual product. This video will make you richer. That's the title on the wisdom page, because it'll do exactly that, my friends. It's an energy video. Think about how much energy I just exhausted in this video. That's like 5% of what I did in that video, one particular video. That's paid for, and it appropriately should be paid for, because I need to be compensated for my energy. You will watch the video mainly for the energy sake, and you want to be attuned to that. I promise you, it'll be one of the most rewarding things you can get or buy. And the ideas there, I offer 6 ideas that will help you to become wealthier. Those are also very valuable ideas. But it's not like the ideas you can never find anywhere else. No, I'm sure if you read some books, the ideas I've learned, those ideas, not only from myself, but from things I've consumed. But the energy is not the ideas. So you're paying for the whole experience. So just trust me. Go buy it. And that's it. See you next time. Peace.